Starting up the game. I understand, Mr. Dean Hall. I would promise I won't beat your game up too bad. Okay, uno momento, por favor. Start up this. And we will. Alright, I'm twittered. And we're back in the game. Very good, yes. I like, yes. Makes me happy. Okay, so we're all set. Alright, so today we're going to do another marathon run. I don't think it's going to be as long as the last 2 days, mainly because we have our show this afternoon, or early evening. It's 5 o'clock. We're going to be doing our Into the Portal, so I have to prepare for that and get all that stuff ready, so that takes a while. So I am probably not going to do a 5-hour marathon like I have been. Good morning, motocross guy. We'll probably play for at least 2 or 3 hours, though, at least. So let's get into it. Also, somebody gave me a tip yesterday, and I totally forgot about this. I mean, like I said, I play this game a lot, and I totally forgot about the gamma thing. So if we get a server that's nighttime, we'll play on it. We'll just turn the gamma way up. So yesterday I was on a really crazy server. I was playing with a few people. Ooh, look at this! They're all red X's. Maybe this will be a very short show. Oh, no, there's a lot of servers that are up. Okay. Let's see. We'll just pick one. I don't care what it is. Oh, the ping. We should go by ping. Low ping would be better. All these ones are low ping. Here we go. Let's go to Chicago 1-1. So anyway, we'll play. Even though it's nighttime, I don't care. We're gonna do is just crank up the. Well, never mind. It's daytime. But you can crank up the gamma really, really high. And when you crank up the gamma, oops, didn't mean to close that. Let's see. Let me turn up the sound. Configure. Turn it back up again. I was playing with a bunch of people yesterday, or at least 3 people, and we were doing voice communication, and it's hard to chat with each other when the game sounds were so loud. All right, so I'm still a pretty good of a bit of a hike from the airfield. I'm gonna try to do a Twitch is laggy. Hold on. Let me have a look at it. Looks good on my end, but that doesn't mean that you're not experiencing that. I believe you. Just give it a minute to catch up. Sometimes when I first start the stream, it acts a little bit flaky. So anyway, I'm still pretty good of a hike away from the airfield. That's where I'm actually headed. I'm gonna consider doing a daytime run on the airfield. Hey Andy on Xbox 360. Oh, the sun going right in my eyes. I hear a zombie. Yeah, there he is. We'll just, instead of fighting him, I'm just gonna run up the hill. Hey, Dean Wilson. I get to watch you on my phone at work today, at least type here on like on Xbox yesterday. There's no sense even fighting this guy, honestly. I mean, I guess I could, but let's see how it's working. Oh, see, it doesn't work anymore like it used to. Might actually have to fight this guy. Hacking at your head. And he poofed. When I first look at the sun, sometimes it turns like all black. It's like black hole sun. Who are you, lady? Yes, yes, yes. I love. Violently hungry? Did I get the new 357 revolver patch? I patched it. Hey, Dark Startle. I did patch it, so but I don't know if it came. I mean, it must have came with the 357. I'm guessing. I guess I am hungry and thirsty after last night. But nothing is changing. Munch away on them there sardines there, Chicky Poo. Alright. Heading on down. Hey, Spoon Doodle. Oh, you're welcome. I'm gonna do a sweep down here for the gas station. I always like to check out gas stations. They sometimes have maps. So I am playing DayZ Standalone. For those who might not know what that is, DayZ was a mod for Arma 2 and an Operation Arrowhead, which was okay, but it was a mod of an add-on, and it was just a pain in the ass to run sometimes. And so the developer worked it out with the makers of Arma and came up with this, the standalone, which doesn't require any kind of thing other than just logging in and playing. And you're probably seeing a lot of it in the news right now, and people are talking about it quite a bit. And why they're all talking about it and why it's exciting is that the game itself, Arma 2, was a good game, but the DayZ mod basically made it amazing. And if you're not familiar with the genre, this is a survival horror game. The whole goal in this game is not to make it to max level or whatever, and I can't believe it. I just found a map, and I'm probably going to get murdered. Move it, move it, move it! So the combat is a bit funky. It always has been. It's better now than what it used to be. I have the best weapon in the game, in my opinion, which is the axe. Anyway, survival horror game, and that's it. Literally, you try to survive as long as you possibly can. You don't try to get to level 50. You don't try to do any of this other stuff. You just survive by fighting zombies. Uh-oh, they cut me. I'm gonna have to fix myself here after I get these two guys down. Come on, axe in the head. Normally you can Normally you can, what was I going to say now? I forget. I don't want to use a gun fighting zombies. The main reason is you can kill them quicker, but they also chase you down and more come when you start using guns. They fix the bug while you walk, switch weapons randomly, stop doing it. Oh, I don't know. Yesterday we were playing though, and it was a little bit funny. I was playing with Perfect and Core, who are on the Star Citizen show that we do. And both of them, their arms were, every time I'd come up to them, if they didn't have a weapon in their hands, their arms were like flapping around all goofy and stuff. So this game also has a neat feature, if you're not familiar with it, which is permadeath, which a lot of other games don't even think about doing, but this one does pretty well. You die, that's it. No going back, no, it's game over, man. You have to start a brand new character. So it's a really great game if you're trying to learn about impermanence. Because right now I'm doing okay. I've got a fairly good weapon, which is the axe, and I'm surviving fairly well. I got some food, I got a can opener, which is amazing, and I've got a map. Don't really need the map. I've played this game so much, I know where I am, I know where I'm going. But I've got all these things, and there's a very good chance at some point either a zombie or another player is going to straight up kill me. Geek, do you know who Jugs from DayZ RP is? No, but I've actually come across the DayZ RP site before. I'm sorry I don't know that particular person, but I don't. Now here, there's still a couple of bugs. Normally I could run in this house, right? Close the door, and no zombie would ever be able to come in after me because zombies aren't smart enough to open the doors. They're pretty stupid. But now what's happened is there's some pathing problems, and they can literally walk through walls. Oop. Oh no! No! Damn it! And floors, of course. So normally I could have run in this house and sort of got myself a little bit safe, but they just run right in now. So because of that, I cheat a little bit, and I actually go in the house on purpose, because in the house I can sort of put myself against the corner, and they sometimes fall into the floor like that, and then they can't hit me. So I know I'm cheating a tiny little bit, but in my opinion, if the game's going to be acting all goofy, then I'm gonna act goofy with it. I'm not going to be as anal about that. Hey buddy, nice game. I'm going to get it soon. I want to get paid in 3 days. Cool. A ball of yarn. It's totally worth it. If you guys like the old DayZ, then you'll love this. It's because it's just so easy to get into. It has some of the old ambiance of being a little bit flaky to play. But it's not nearly as bad as it was in just the mod version, which was rife with problems. It's not nearly as polished as War Z or Infestation Survivor Stories was when it first came out, but that game is a piece of crap. And basically, the people who made that game stole the idea from this guy, from Dean Hall, and so I hope their game never does well. But it does, because it's easy to get into. Somebody's shooting at me. I just heard gunfire. I heard a lot of gunfire. I heard automatic gunfire, which really freaks me the heck out. And I'm not going to stick around and wait for somebody to shoot at me with an automatic rifle. You guys got the best gear last night? That's cool. My opinion, I have the best weapon in the game, the axe. While I can't shoot somebody running away far away, it's silent. It never wears out. I don't have to have ammunition for it, and it's usually one shot to kill a zombie. Jesus, dude. Use up all your ammo on me, pal. Go ahead. Do you hear him shooting at me still? I hear him shooting, but I don't see him at all. This game has really good draw distance. I'm gonna hide behind this tree for a second. I'm gonna look and see if I see somebody coming after me. Yeah, I actually look for gamers, and I follow a lot of gamers on Twitter. So nothing nefarious. I follow gamers, and if you're, you know, usually that means gamers talk about games and stuff. So back to that whole impermanence thing. So I'm now being chased by somebody with a gun, a semi-automatic gun at least, if not full auto. So I'm now in a problem where I have to get away from him. There's a bit of an issue right now, and I don't know how they're going to fix it, and I don't know when they're going to fix it. They might fix it, they might not fix it. I don't know. But here's the problem. Dude's chasing me with a gun, right? I can go escape, exit, and I can switch this server. I can jump on another server where I guarantee that there is no guy chasing me with a gun at that moment. So it's a bit of a cheat. If you can get away from somebody long enough, you can do that. Now, I think they were talking about maybe doing a mandatory 60-second log out, to where even if you log out, it takes either 60 seconds for you to log out, or you can log out instantly, but your body stands there for 60 seconds. Which I think is about fair, because if you got somebody chasing you down, and they're close enough to shoot at you, they probably can get to you in 60 seconds. But, it's just the nature of this particular game, and I don't know how they're going to get around it, because what if I actually had to leave? And whether or not somebody was chasing me, I literally couldn't play any longer. Like, I have to go to dinner or whatever. I'm going to put this axe away, because running with any weapon really tires you out, and it's not like I'm going to fight the guy with a machine gun with an axe. So either he's going to kill me, or I'm going to just move on. So if you do log out when somebody's chasing you, you're gonna kill you. Yes, it is cheap. That's what Motocross Guy just said. I'm not saying that I would do that. Usually I try to at least give somebody a fighting chance, or I try to kill them myself. And this is a kill on sight game. I have good stuff in my bag right now, and but somebody doesn't know that. So if they're going to go ahead and try to kill me, they have a chance to get some really good stuff. I wouldn't begrudge anybody that. So if somebody kills me, at the second it happens, I'm usually a little upset, because, you know, say I really like this character and we've done really well and we've played for 5 hours and I haven't died yet. That's a pretty good accomplishment. So I would be a little upset at the moment it happened, but usually a couple minutes later I'm cool with it. I'm like, okay, time to move on to the next character and start over. They did say the longer you survive in this game, the more benefits you'll get, and I don't know what that is. He basically said you would be able to run faster or run longer without using a lot of food and that kind of stuff, I think. Whoa there. Did he see me? He did not see me. So the old DayZ, you know, the zombies were really aware of what was going on. Like right now, that zombie should be chasing me, and the way you would get around it is you'd either run in a crouch method, or you would crawl on the ground on your belly, doing like a combat crawl. Alright, I'm gonna go up in this. Okay, so somebody saw me. Okay, he saw me. Alright, so let's go ahead and fight him. Alright, please, take the weapon out, thank you. Okay. See, I still can't drink some more of my canteen here. I'm a bit thirsty. And when your guy's breathing this hard, I really should take a sit. So I'm going to go in this bush over here and we'll sit down and try it. And I'll read the chat because there's a lot of chat going by. Hit F3 and go into sit down mode. All right. Oh yeah, I have an axe, mask, and M4, every attachment, silencer, helmet, gun vest, pants, blood bags, foods, water, everything. Oh, you are, yeah. I love your stream, dude. You talk to a viewer, good stream quality, face cam, nice guy. Talk about the game. That's follow forever. Keep amazing work, dude. Thank you. No, I appreciate that. I try to look over at the chat. Sometimes, of course, when the game's getting crazy and I'm fighting a zombie, I can't watch what's going on in the chat, but generally I like to read. So yeah, you do have all the good stuff, but here's the problem. Here's the beauty of the game, okay? You get all that stuff. You're powerful, right? You could fight off pretty much anything that comes your way. But there's always a chance, very small, that somebody's going to get the jump on you. There's a guy behind this tree up here on the right that's been sitting there for 2 days waiting for somebody to run by with a sniper rifle. And here you go, your happy ass, you're running this way, and out of the blue, you die. You have no idea. You never even got a chance to see him. He one-shot you in the head from a sniper rifle. Comes down, grabs everything you have, you're done. And it's that kind of thing in this game that is just the ultimate part of this game. It's the fact that you could, even if you got the best gear, you got a vehicle, you got a helicopter, everything, something can go wrong. A zombie could be behind this tree and you wouldn't see it, and he knocks you unconscious with one hit. You're dead. So I love that. I really, really do. I think that is just a fantastic way to play a game. And some people don't get it, right? Some people just don't get this game, and I can't blame them. Like when I first heard about, well, actually I've been playing DayZ since it came out, so I can't really say DayZ. But you know, I started first hearing about other kinds of games. Sometimes I'll be like, I don't know, it just doesn't stick with me. You know, I just don't get it. And people are like that with DayZ, and I can dig that. Whoa, is that a player? I don't think that's a player. No, that's a zombie. Zombie. I'm doing something really dangerous here, guys. There's every chance, and a very high chance at that, I'm gonna get killed. This airfield is the #1 place to go. Okay? Because right here, used to be a tent city at the end of this runway here. But across the street there, you see that building? Right next to that building is a huge tent city. They moved the tent city from here over across the street, and it's massive. It's got like 35 tents, and each tent could have a potential to have something in it. And it has a lot of machine gun parts, a lot of gun parts. See, I'm trying to do this circle strafe method, which worked really well in the old DayZ, but honestly, it just doesn't work that well here. It's a little better today, but yesterday, when I was trying to do that yesterday, zombie would like flicker between the left and right, and no matter what, I couldn't hit it. So anyway, this is really, really dangerous. Everybody comes here to get weapons and stuff, and because of that, because it's a known place, it's also heavily camped. Meaning that there could be somebody in one of these towers right now with a sniper rifle, or a rifle that acts like a sniper rifle. There's no actual sniper rifles in this game right yet. There could be somebody in one of these towers ready to take me out. So I'm doing something very risky. Usually you don't do this kind of run in the daytime. You try to do it at night. Because in the day, literally, he could be sitting up there for an hour waiting for somebody to come by. And there's a really good chance if you do, somebody will come by. What's this? Burlap sack. I'm going to skip on that. If I ever do a combat log, which is when somebody is trying to kill me, I only do it at this base. Whoa, look at that. 2 zombies. 3 zombies. Ooh, they bumped up the zombies good. The other day we were doing this show and we came here to this base and there wasn't a single zombie, and it used to be zombies and players everywhere. Helmet. Yeah, that happens to everyone. That's what makes it so awesome for me, having the best gear and trying to keep it. Don't shoot on sight at all, and if I have to, I'll hold someone up and have them give up their gear. Yeah, there's that whole... You can hit the F2 key and put your hands up. Sometimes people will respond to that. Other times, they just shoot you in the face. I guess it's their prerogative. So at this particular base, I'm gonna run in. I'm gonna grab what I can, and then I'm gonna get the F out, and I'm gonna go head for the hills, because being around this base, the longer you are, the greater it is you're gonna get murdered. I hear a zombie, and here comes one. The reason I'm not watching chat right now is because I got a zombie on my tail, and there's a good chance that there's players out here, and I got to keep an eye on, because players run differently, completely differently than zombies. She's still coming. So I'm looking at the barracks across the road there, across the airfield, and I'm also looking at the towers, trying to make sure that they're somebody coming. If I can get in this building here, I'll fight this zombie inside the building. Like I said, it's a bit cheap, but because the zombies can walk through walls right now, I don't care that I'm cheating a little bit. It's not cheating fighting them inside the building, it's just that it's definitely an advantage. He's starving, or she's starving. Can you tell that's a girl? I couldn't. Okay, there's a bayonet. A canteen with anything in it? Alright, what? I have no food. Go ahead and drink. If I can find a rotten piece of fruit or something, I'll actually eat it. Cause oh, some food. Good. And to be a douche, I'm going to eat the food now. So I got one of the best items in the game. I got the axe, and I've also got the can opener, which is really hard to find. I got the can opener from a corpse I found on the ground. All right, there's a chest holster. It's a good thing to get. Ooh, there's a better military pack. Some sunglasses, don't care. This pack might be... Ooh, there's a big pack. There's always packs up here now. Yeah, I want this pack. Alright, the zombie didn't chase me up here. Alright, so I'm like a sitting duck right now. What is this? That's a site. Oh, it's pristine? Alright, we'll go with sight. Normally I wouldn't, but... Alright. Anyway, because like, there's a silhouette now. Even if you're really, really far away, you can see my silhouette. Rah! Yeah, this game is all about getting every advantage you possibly can. And using it. Oh, another can opener. Yeah, baby. Somebody kills me, they're going to get 2 can openers, which is pretty rare. Well, maybe they started putting more can openers in because that was a big thing. I love the ricochet sound when I'm shooting an axe. Alright. Either this server's really empty or somebody's in waiting ready to shoot me somewhere. Another problem with this big backpack is, by the way, the bigger the pack, the more stuff you carry, but the more encumbered you get, and you run slower, and you use a lot more energy. I know I'm running with an axe out right now. Is that a zombie running towards me? Yes, okay. I'm okay with a zombie. Another player, though? Not so okay. Anyway, so when you run with the weapon out, it uses energy significantly faster. There's some magazines. Maybe the zombie can't see me in here. 30 round mag. Okay. Oh, Stanag mag. Did they include the Stanags yet? I didn't think that they did. There's a 4-stock on the ground. I'm not going to bother with a 4-stock at this moment because if I go to those tents across the road, there's like 10 of them in each tent. So it's not a very rare item. You know how many times I've died coming in and out of these hangars from players who are running in at the time and they've got their gun out, all of a sudden pop 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 and I'm dead. What is this? Oh, more ammo. Dude, I am loading up on the ammo. Another great big pack. I'm going with the green one because I'm Geekdomo and I'm green. What is this, a sight? It is a sight. I'll grab it. I don't know if it's going to be any use to me at all. Drink. And eat. Alright, let's see. I think you picked the pack up. You forgot to move your stuff out of the old one. You're right. I might have lost some stuff. I think I did. I think you're right. I think I don't have my map anymore. Alright, we'll go back up there. That's what we'll do. We'll hit these buildings. We'll grab what we can, and then we'll go back. Honestly, I don't care about the map. I know pretty much where everything is just by heart. There's some places out in the woods that I'm a bit not too keen on, but definitely all the stuff on the coastline. I've played this game so much. So that's the one thing. Even though your character dies and you're starting over new. What is this? Alcohol? Yeah, baby. I wouldn't drink that. That's rubbing alcohol. Probably for like if you get a wound. But your character might start over, but you don't necessarily. You keep the experience you have playing this game. That's a badly damaged. The one I have right now is just worn. I'm trying to replace it. Okay, got myself a gun. Okay, I got it. It's an FN-45, but I don't think I have any 45 ammo. Okay, so mine's just worn. These are damaged, so I don't want to use the damaged ones. I do not have 45 ammo, and this guy's probably empty. And another can opener. I'll leave that for somebody else. I have 2 of them. There we go. Okay, so now we got an M4A1. Do I have a 5.56 millimeter round? Yep. Okay, so we'll put this on the gun. And we will put this in our number 1 slot. Oh, some more magazines. 5.56 30 round magazine. Okay. Definitely taking this. Paper I don't care about. And for right now we're going to equip the gun. Just because there's a good chance we're going to get murdered anyway in this place. So I can defend myself against zombies with the axe, but I will for sure use this gun against a player. Okay. This place just looks like it hasn't been picked apart yet, to be quite honest. All right. I love how you press the space to low raise your weapon. Clean wounds and rags. There was an ammo in the hangar. I think you left it. Okay. I might have missed the 45, but at this point I'm going to be happy with this rifle. My biggest issue right now is I'm running into the sun. Somebody literally could be right in front of me and I wouldn't be able to see him. And all these doors look like they've been opened. So I'm about ready to head out of here. I think going back for that map is just not worth it at this point. There was a map and a water bottle in that backpack. A pair of gloves and a big pack. Winter hunter pants, that's what I got on right now. Ooh, water bottle. Always grab water, man. Okay, another gun. Should I grab it anyway? I think I should, just to keep it away from another player. Okay, my tummy grumbles violently. I really need to get some food. I have some food, but I'm gonna just check these out real quick. In and out, real quick. Anything amazing in here? Gas mask, no. Another big pack, no. Leave that crap behind for other people. I actually took the other gun just to keep it away from the other people. There's a zombie. Gonna just get away from him. Alright, let's get out of here. I got more than I need. Eat some sardines and move on out. You can get airborne sickness, so get a mask. Yeah, I know they're talking about adding that, but for right now, that part isn't in the game. So I'm gonna just basically not do that. I mean, I would like to carry it, but if right now, if that particular feature of the game isn't in it, no sense me having a gas mask. I'm probably not going to make it through this stream today before dying. I would love it to make it all day with the same character. That'd be pretty epic. My biggest thing now is to run in here, see if I can get some parts for my gun, and get the F out as quick as I possibly can. Go to another area. I know it's going to tire me out a little bit more, but there's a good chance of getting murdered, so I'm going to be running with my gun out. Not necessarily by zombies, I'll use an axe on the zombies, but a player, 100% going to be shooting them. If anything, just to get their food. I have heard that they're coming in. He was asking, it's not in yet. So it's not in yet. The as far as I've heard, the airborne sickness thing is coming, but not right this minute. Let's see, can I put this on the M1? Oh, it's already got a sight? No. How come it doesn't? I guess these aren't sights for the M1. Worn boots. I think boots are better for running on the road and stuff, but yeah. Put a tripod on my old M4. What was that? I heard a bottle break. I'm literally just going to do a cursory sweep of these outer ones and I'm taking off, man. I've died too many times in this game. And so far I've picked up a bunch of these M4s. And why am I doing that? Why do I keep picking them up? Because they disappear. They don't go into my pack. They literally just go. They just disappear. And I want less of them in the game. So if they're just literally going poof, I don't care. I don't want other people to have them. Alright, now see, now I'm starting to get all this stuff, and I'm starting to get really, really paranoid. Hey, Metallica for life. You know, he was asking if you should wait for the bugs to get ironed out like X Rebirth. This game, unlike X Rebirth, is actually a standalone version of a mod, and the mod was really bad and people loved it to death. This has been selling about 200 copies a second. It was selling the other day on Steam. That's how many times it was people were being added to the database. And Dean Hall was freaking out because he didn't think his database was going to get hit that hard for just people joining up. So while it's still a bit buggy, it is still fantastic compared to the old mod. Personally, I would say if you're into this kind of game, get it now. There's no reason to wait, because right now you're getting it for $30. I'll turn it down a little bit. Right now you're getting the game for $30. Oops, that's weird. And when it comes out, it might come out at like a $50 price point when it finally is released. So in that example, you're better off getting it now because you get to play it longer, get a little bit more experience with the game, because this game's all about experience. Knowing where to go is way more important than what your character currently has on it, because if you can replicate where you can pick stuff up at, then you're going to want to do that. More of these burlap sacks all over the place. A pair of pliers. Don't know what I can use them for, but now that I've got a big pack, I can carry more stuff. I should probably start gathering things. Yeah, the price is only going to go up as it gets better. So if you're into this game at all, I would recommend doing that. I didn't realize, guys, that my camera was pointed way down. Sorry about that. Or pointed way up. Let me fix that. So now see how I'm really paranoid? I'm looking behind me all the time. Always looking to see if another player is running at me. There's the camera's a little bit better. It's pointing more at me, not at the ceiling. I was leaning way back too, so I'll sit up. So is this like Left 4 Dead, Resident Evil 28 Days Later? Only in the fact that it has zombies. All of those games, you don't really survive. Like, I'll use Left 4 Dead as an example. Left 4 Dead is a great game, but it's an action game. There's a lot of fighting, you're blowing stuff up, you're killing zombies by the thousands, you know, it's just craziness. This game's not about that. This game is more about just surviving. Imagine if you were just dropped somewhere. Like, forget the zombie part. Just you were dropped in an abandoned area that was like 10 miles square. You had nothing but a t-shirt on and a pair of pants and a pair of shoes. That's it. That's what you got. That's what this game is. It is a survival game to where you get dropped in. Now, on top of that, imagine other players are trying to get the equipment and gear that you have because you've been gathering it as you've been running around. Okay, so then add that layer of intensity. So now you've got other people hunting you down trying to get your stuff. Then, finally, you then put in zombies that are incessant. The zombies in this game right now are a little bit more mild than they used to be, but they're still pretty incessant. Like if a zombie were behind this tree right here and I run by and it decides to start chasing me, it won't let up until I kill it. Pretty much. I mean, you can lose them by going up a hill sometimes, and there's little ways you can lose them, but it's actually just easier to turn around and fight them than it is to keep running from them. Because if they catch up to you and they start slapping you in the back, they can cut you and you will bleed and die. And they've made this game even more of a survival game. The guy who made the game is a Special Forces guy. Dean Rocket Hall. He's been through Special Forces training, about survival training. A lot of the things that he learned in that game about how to keep yourself warm, how to, you know, running with your weapon out can actually tire you out more than running with it on your pack. You know, things like that. He built into this game. So while on the surface it just looks like, oh, you're just having to survive, things like dysentery, starvation, lack of thirst, all of these things will eat away at you slowly in this game. Your shoes wear out, your clothes wear out, you have to replace things constantly, your gun wears out. All these things are constantly dying and breaking, and all of that is added up with the fact that you're getting chased by zombies and other players trying to kill you. So I've gone to the airbase, for those just joining us now, and at the airbase I was able to get some equipment. I'm going to sit down for a second and rest. Got to do that every once in a while too, and then while that's happening, I'm going to keep an eye out on the horizon and just keep looking for that player chasing me down. So it's a lot like Ray Liotta movie with no escape, but with zombies. Yeah. This is an amazing way to explain the game, or whatever you were doing. That was amazing. Thanks. That's why it's so appealing. There's so many people who are like just now seeing DayZ on the horizon, like they're going, what is this game that everyone keeps talking about? I don't get it. And if they see me playing this game and they see me just running through a field with nothing to shoot at, they're like, what are you doing? This is the most boring game ever. I'd rather watch somebody play WoW, which at least is they're fighting things, you know? And in this game, I'm like freaking out because I'm trying to run from point A to point B without getting murdered. There's always this anticipation of getting killed in this game that's just, it's palpable. You don't have any clue. We talked about earlier, for those just joining us now, we were talking about earlier how I have really good equipment now. And I'm not invincible. There's a really good chance that in the next 5 minutes I could be dead. You know? I could come up over this hill. There's 4 players here, all with machine guns. Just blast me away and take everything I got. I'm run down this road here, and 2 zombies come out of this building, and they hit me the right way, and they knocks me unconscious. I'm dead. So they try to make it, there's a level of realism to it that's not in many other games. And it's permadeath, by the way, too. So once I die and I've died, I don't get this character back, I don't get any of the gear back, I get nothing. Now, the other day we were playing, and I did die and got all my gear back, but I think that was a glitch. I think that was some kind of security issue that they were trying to fix. And my tummy is grumbling, so I'm going to try to find some food. That's my biggest thing right now. So I've got good weapon. I've got a good weapon. And I got the axe, which in my opinion the axe is the best weapon in the game because it's silent and it doesn't run out of ammo. So my next goal now is to find some food because I don't have very much. And I have to kill other players to get it. The player cap on the server is around 40 to 50. Yeah, Motocross guy just answered that. Thank you. Yeah, the map is huge. Right now, I'm at the coast. If I were to right now just run west, it might take me the rest of the show another 2 hours to get to the end of the map if I ran west. So it's huge maps. It's empty. It's a lot like combat itself. If you've ever heard people that were in the military and were in combat, they always say this. It's 99% boredom with seconds of pure adrenaline and in terror. Oh my god, another can opener. I think Dean Hall basically knew that everyone was mad that he had nothing but canned food in this game and there were no can openers around. And so now everywhere I look there's can openers. Which is funny because in real life you could everyone's got a can opener in their house. So it should be more can openers around. Also too, you can use a bayonet as we learned from people in the audience the other day. That you can use an axe or a bayonet. Oh, you know there's a bayonet up at the top of that tower, but I'm not going to go back for it. It's okay. Oh, and yes, you can die from starvation. Right now, my guy is saying, I want to eat something. It just means he's slightly hungry. And even though I don't really need to kill another player, if I see one, I will shoot him. In other games, you know, that you don't have to be such a dick. But because it's a survival game, there is nothing that says that that guy is not carrying 5 cans of soup. Which would just fix my hunger problem right now. So you kind of do like you do in real combat. You're always scanning the horizon. I'm always looking for players running because zombies do run in this game, but for the most part they just stand around and don't move much. So you can pretty much tell where they are. You can see them on the horizon. But you want to look for a player running like I'm running right now, with a pack on and stuff. You can tell from the silhouette that they look different. Oh yeah, if you have a 3-day-old character, they did do a wipe. The other day, I think yesterday morning, they did a real early in the morning. They did a wipe. So when I started playing yesterday, I had a brand new character. This girl, actually. So we're just going in and out of these houses trying to find some food. And all the while trying to watch behind me because other players, if you want, you can sprint like this, which makes you run just about twice as fast. So if you see another player and you want to get up on them really quick and they're not paying attention to what's going on behind them, you can. And that's something I'm watching out for. What about making a base with camp with friends? You can do that. You can set up areas and you could take over a town. Just like in Walking Dead, you were just saying our own Woodbury. You could do that. It would not be that impossible, and if you had enough people, a guild, you could take over a town on a server. You know, not let anybody in. Just kind of keep the stuff for yourself. Also, too, I'm running with the sun at my back on purpose. If somebody is in front of me right now and they turn around and they're looking at me, they can't see me as well. So it's another survival tip. Yeah, you'll be able to at some point build new defenses and set up bases and stuff like that. So that's coming, just not right yet. Okay, I'm headed for this grocery store because the grocery store usually has some sort of food. By the way, we were playing in Russia. I think the map's called Chernorsk. I forget. I'm really bad with Russian, so I could be just totally butchering the name of the town. Not on purpose. Quiet little seaside area, and this place is picked clean, man. Somebody's already been through here, I'm thinking. Normally there's stuff on the ground. There's no food to be found in here. Nothing. Wow, somebody's been through here. The doors are all open too, which is not a good sign. Being a solo survivor is so tricky. When you have friends, you can sort of got each other's back. Oh, good. Well, it's an orange raincoat, and yes, it is bright freaking orange. It's still going to keep my character warmer, which she's been cold the whole time. Normally, I would recommend don't F around with bright orange raincoats, because you look, people can see you. It's bright as hell. I'm just keeping it on until I can find another option. This character I've played now for probably about two hours, and so far as yet, oh, okay, good, hoodie. There we go. That's what I want. Okay, take the raincoat off. Oh. Okay. Hoodies are better. Some bad fruit. I can live without the fruit. If you eat frozen or bad food in this game, it can get you sick. You get dysentery, or worse, cholera. Churches in the old mod were really great places to find stuff, so I always try to check them out, but nowadays they don't seem to be all that awesome. Backpack, I mean, if you're just starting out, backpack is great, but I got this amazing backpack. And we're going to keep running around with the gun out. I know it uses a bit more energy this way, but it's the quickest way for me to shoot somebody I see. Hey, the real Iron Saint. Motocross guy said, yeah, a 5-man squad. Yeah, when you start getting enough people, you start feeling a bit invincible. Take some beans. We will sit down in a minute and have something to eat. There is some really weird sound effects in this game. If you just noticed, I was shooting her with an axe. All these shops near the shoreline. Looking around for other players. I don't want a blue check shirt. I do want spaghetti though. And then there's a way you can cook your food too. Portable gas lamp. Wow, some shoes. Look at these shoes. Can I wear them? No, just a book. Just a prop. So, you know, at some point, if I really need to take a break, I want to go up high somewhere where I can watch for other players and shoot them before they shoot me. How moddable are the weapons, you ask? You can. I was just at a base. I just heard a piece of glass break. I was just at a base where I could, where there was tons of little parts on the ground that I could mod them up. But I didn't want to stay there that long. The gun that I've got right now is fine as it is. What they really did, they were talking about they were going to make almost every building enterable in this game, and inside the buildings they were going to be able to go into rooms. They kind of did that, which I like. Because the old one, you were running around like this, and let's use. You want to put the gun down. Okay, that's better. The old one, you were running around, and you saw these great buildings. You're like, oh, there's got to be stuff in there, but you can never go in them. But nowadays you can. She saw me, I'm sure. Yep. That's what I'm saying. That axe is the best weapon in the game. I love it to death. If you can find an axe, get one. Because it's silent. One shot can kill the zombies. There we go. A compass. Now that's a very important item. Oh, look at this. I love this. They have a... they did a tribute to pay the shit, what's it called? A tribute to Payday. Jeez, brain fart there, guys. Tribute to Payday. There's all the different masks in there, and I put the mask on. Talk about intimidating! Holy crap! You see somebody run up on you like that, you're like, okay, I'm scared. The crazy clown's coming after me. There was an add-on called Tibiana, which you could play on that map instead of the Chernovsk map, or Chernorus map, whatever. And the Tibiana one was great because it had all this old Russian artwork, you know, the Soviet Union kind of stuff. And so, I can't read what this says, but pretty cool looking. I like when games do nods at other games, so I think it's pretty neat that they did the Payday thing in here. Hey, Angel Paws, morning. So this is neat. I never saw this before, where the plane crashed into this building. Really, like, war-torn look here. I don't think that was in the old one. It might have been, but I don't remember coming down the street. I hear the zombie, but I don't see it. He'll catch up with me eventually. Oh, he's in front of me and behind me. Like the other day we were playing and I had a bat. That bat is about useless, man. I was smacking that chick in the head about 100 times and it didn't kill her. And some people were saying, oh, you know, they made this game too easy now. You can kill the zombies so easy. I'm like, what are you talking about? Jesus. I died one time swinging a bat at some zombie's head. I must have hit it in the head 20 times. No, there aren't mobs of... He asked if there's mobs of zombies, and no, not yet. The old DayZ, though, this whole area would have probably 30-40 zombies in it, and you couldn't just run down the street like I'm doing right now. What they're doing is, I think, getting where people can connect easy, that they're playing well, and everything's pretty much working, and then they're going to ramp it up until they get to a point where it's just like, oh my god, you can't survive at all because there's 1,000 zombies everywhere. Then they'll probably tone it down just a tiny bit. Okay, so I got bunches of food. Why don't I drink something? And then we'll eat a can of something. So what you do, you just drag it up and use the can opener on the item, open the canned spaghetti, and then we can eat it. We could cook it, which might give you better hunger satiation, I don't know. We're gonna eat the whole damn can. You don't want to overeat. You want to wait till your hunger and everything, okay, it goes away. Another thing you gotta use in this game too, you're using your sight, obviously, to look for things. But you need to also use your ears. So you have to play this game with at least a little bit of sound on. Because you can hear gunfire off in the distance. It could be a mile away. Yeah, when you're eating, you can die. When you're bandaging, you can die. I did a... yesterday, I was playing with a Perfect Nerd who does our Star Citizen cast with us. And, he wanted... I had an extra backpack for him. And one of the players was like, hey, why don't you stop for a sec... Or one of the people watching said, why don't you stop for a second and put the backpack in your hands? I'm like, okay, sure. That was the worst mistake I've ever made playing DayZ. Because as soon as I stopped, 2 zombies were attacking me. And I had a crowbar, and the crowbar wasn't killing him. I was hitting him in the head with the crowbar, wasn't killing him. I had no gun. Actually, I did have a gun. So I pulled the gun out to kill the zombies because they were going to take me out. There was like no way around it. I was going to get eaten by these zombies. Pull the gun out, shoot the zombie, no big deal. So I go back to pick up the backpack that I dropped because I was in the middle of doing that when they started attacking. And got hit again. More zombies come out because now I've shot the gun. So there's 3 or 4. If you notice, I haven't been using the gun to kill the zombies at all. I'm using the rifle. Oh, you guys are talking about Nether? But so I got killed by zombies, and so okay, so it was unfortunate. It sucked, whatever. So we decide, you know what? Let's go get let's go get those backpacks with all that stuff in it, and the gun that I had, and all the rounds and everything. So we did the rest of the entire show was him running from the south and me running from the north, meeting up at that same spot so that we could get my body. We got inches from my body. The server the daylight had turned into nighttime, so we couldn't really see very well. And wouldn't you know it, 2 zombies standing on my corpse kill me again. I was so pissed off, angry. I was yelling yesterday. I was like, ah! Well, mainly too, because people were like, you need to turn and hit. And I was like, I can't turn and hit. So my goal now is to find some more food, and then I will probably hump it into the middle of the map a little bit. We'll have a look around some of the other towns. Now that I've got a gun and an axe, it's a bit safer for me. I'm feeling a little bit better about surviving. When you first start off, you have nothing but a t-shirt on. No weapons, nothing. You're really nervous about seeing any character, another player, or a zombie at all. These barns usually have some stuff in them. I'm trying to run through. The live stream we're doing in a couple of hours is at 5 p.m. Eastern. What time is it now? Watch me get killed by stopping. It's 10:30, so 10, 11, 11, 12, 12, 1, 1, 2, 2, 3, 3, 4. So 7 hours from now, we're gonna do our not Star Citizen, Oh, wait. Yeah, the 2-hour live stream for Star Citizen. Oh, geez, I probably... Well, okay. It starts in 1.5 hours. So I'll tell you what, we'll play for another hour. That'll give us a half hour to go over there to their stream, because I want to watch that. They have a bunch of special stuff they're going to mention. And we'll watch that. And then I'll come back and we'll stream some more of this. I forgot about that today. I mean, I knew about it, I just didn't remember that it was today already. It's already Friday. Christmas is in 5 days, guys. So I'm running away from the coast on purpose. Yeah, EQ Nexus is tonight. That's what I thought you guys were talking about. Like, oh, that's 7 hours away. Yeah. So we'll do this show for another like hour, and then we'll hop over to the other show. And then we can come back and do this for a couple hours then. Pretty cold out today, man. I can see my breath. As the day warms up, more zombies come out, and also you stop seeing your breath. So I got some food. I'm heading inland to go to some of these smaller towns inland on purpose. So it's less risky. I only have to worry about zombies, not so much players. If I do come across a player, if they're this far inland, the chance of them being really well equipped is pretty low. So I could kill them pretty easily. So I was coming this way, like a bush was just like tweaking on the ground there, and I thought, oh, it's a player crawling, but it was just a bush. Whoops. Damn it. The yellow disconnect means that I'm disconnected. Damn, 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 damn. I'm gonna have to go to a different server. But at least I'm yeah, probably when I was back in that hedgerow there is when I lost connection. So I'm probably safe. Let's see. If there was a real zombie apocalypse, would you live like DayZ or would you not? Let's hold on. I'm gonna exit back out to the lobby. I think the stuff that I've learned from DayZ, Walking Dead, all these other zombie things that I watch a lot of. I think I probably learned enough to get by. It might be nighttime on this server. Let's see. It's not. Okay. I just picked the one with the lowest ping. I don't know. We'll see. I think I've learned enough of how to survive in a zombie apocalypse. I watch a lot of survival shows, and you know. But the problem is, in real life, you know, just going out of your house is slightly dangerous. Living like this, first off, I couldn't run like this. If you can tell, I'm not in the best shape. Yeah, you can play first person. I don't. I like to look around to see what's going on around my character. The more you run, the more food you have to eat. I'm basically just knocking my hunger down from being medium hunger to lower medium hunger, and it's like notifying me that I'm okay, but as soon as I'm running again, it's going to go right back up. So you probably see I'll be getting hungry again pretty quickly. Geek, when you stream today, can we maybe meet up? I'll be on around 5 or 6. Well, actually, at 5 is when I do my... 5 is when I'm going to be doing this into the portal. So I won't be doing this later on today. What people really need to learn is how to survive as a zombie, because 99% of the population will be zombies. Why does no one ever think of that when it comes to zombie survival guides? I'm just looking around, make sure no players are coming. I think this was a pretty low population one. It was the lowest ping, but it was also, I think, the really low population, so the chance of me getting murdered is probably pretty low. Can I be a mod? Sorry for asking. I guess you could, but I mean, I haven't really seen a need to have a mod. What's everyone go to old school gameplay when nothing new is out? Mune or Oceana Time or Deus Ex? What's everyone go to? Well, what we're going to do is we'll play this for a little bit, and then we'll run out and do the other show, or we're going to watch this show from Robert Space Industries for Star Citizen, and then we'll come back and we'll play this for a couple hours at least. So if I'm on, yeah, I'll tell you the server I'm on and we can meet up. You can just add me on Steam. I'm just Geekdomo on Steam. You can add me. The problem is, last couple of days we tried doing the friend thing and it didn't work. Like, you could add me as a friend on Steam, but it didn't show up in my friends list on DayZ for some reason. And I wasn't quite 100% sure how to fix it, so... Basically what I do is I say, oh, I'm in Illinois 1212 or whatever. And then people can jump in that server and play with me if they want. What older games do I like to play? I'm kind of one of these people, and it's just, I don't know why. But I'm always looking for the next best, great, cool game. So older games always kind of bother me. I always like go, oh god, the graphics are crap or the game space crap. But if I were to say what old games do I still play, I play World of Warcraft every once in a while with some friends. We play on a server and just kind of goof off and stuff. Which is an old game by now. I mean, it came out in 2004. And then I play Wing Commander. I've been playing a little bit of the Wing Commander Armada or whatever it's called. It's that one where that guy took the original Wing Commander and sort of redid it and made a whole mod for it, and it's basically it doesn't run like a mod. It really runs like a standalone game, and it sort of takes off from where you left off on Wing Commander. So I've been playing some of that. That's about it for old games. Yeah, I have too much of a backlog. That's what it is with me too. We were talking about this yesterday. When I play, when I go in the Steam sales in the summer, I buy like every freaking game that's there because I'm like, oh, look at this game, this game, this game. And then I literally have at least 5 to 10 games that I haven't even installed yet from leftover from this summer. Okay, powdered milk. Not so sure I want that. Badly damaged. Pristine. Oh, my wolf mask is pristine. We'll keep the wolf mask. Alright, it's 2 other players on this server. Chance of me seeing them is pretty slim. Yeah, Wing Commander Saga. I think that's it. Thanks, Alenic. Did you guys see the 12 Days of Christmas song that was put together by the community members of the Star Citizen? I watched it yesterday, but I was a bit sad. Nobody asked me. I was like, oh, come on, I do all this stuff. I was like, oh, nobody asked me to be in the Star Citizen thingy. I guess I could take the weapon flashlight. I don't know what I'd use it for, but maybe I'll find it there. Gray hoodie. Oh, my black hoodie works fine. Beanie hat. So paranoid of other players right now. I keep looking everywhere for them. And there's only 2 other ones on this server. Got a really low population server. And 2 people, 40 people, yeah, there's a good chance you're going to run into somebody, but 2 other people besides me on this server, the chance of them even being anywhere remotely near me is pretty damn low. But I do have to keep an eye out just in case. That's why I put my gun away, because it actually tires me out to run with it. If I get any kind of inkling that I hear a gunfire or I hear a zombie somewhere yelling but they're not coming after me, then I'll know it's another player and I'll get ready. But it's going to be that thing that kills me, quite honestly. I'm going to walk into a room where there's another player who's got a gun out and he's like that. What the hell was a glass breaking for? Anyway, I'm gonna walk into a room and then get murdered. I'll sit here for a second. Catch my breath. Alright, let's look at this here. And do I need the old Wing Commander games to play? No, I think you can literally just jump in that one. If you download that game, it comes with everything you need. What's going on, Domo? Hey, Frog, hopping game. At night, can you attach a flashlight to guns? Or is it Doom style? No, you can attach flashlight to gun. Well, you can wear a flashlight on your head. I saw something out of the corner of my eye. I thought maybe it was a player. Yeah, the Star Citizen song. What's everyone's first system? Mine was the Atari 2600. We're old Metallica for life. You realize that, right? Hey, Friendship 15. That was, I think, probably a random sound. I'm hoping it's a random sound. There was no, I mean, there's no other players around for sure. And I don't see any zombies, so it was probably just random. You smoking weed? Yep. Now it's really cold in there, and I guess it's pretty windy too, because my character's breath is going down the road here. Yeah, we're all old guys. You just turned 36? I guess I'm much older than you. I'm 42. Which, they made Squadron 42 after me. And The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy was written about my life. If you hover over the lights, they break. Yeah. I'm old fart. You can't tell by the gray in my beard and stuff? But anyway, so my very first system, you were asking what the first system was. My very first system was, that I got as a game system, was the Atari 2600. And it's funny, I got E.T. one year for Christmas as a game, when I think it first came out. And now they're doing a whole documentary where they're going to dig up the E.T. game. It's crazy. A friend across the street had a Commodore 64 with a tape drive, and what we would do is go out to the store and buy a PC magazine. It was just called PC. And in the back of PC magazine, they had basic programs that you could type them in. And we would type in the program and save it on his cassette drive. It literally had a regular audio cassette, like a 60-minute audio cassette. You'd lay it in there and it would record on the cassette. and we'd save it on there, and then we do it would do things like launch rockets or all these different things. We would type in all these codes, and it was always wrong. There was always a mistake, and we'd have to figure out where the mistake was. It was pretty epic. It was my first stint into programming, and I figured out at that point I do not want to be a programmer because I can't stand it. I am a user. And my aunt and uncle, they had ColecoVision, so I played their ColecoVision. I played pretty much all the systems in those days because through various means. And on top of that, my grandparents worked for IBM. So I was lucky enough to get the first IBM PC, not the first, but the very first IBM PC that didn't even have floppy drives. And then later on, I think they paid like $600 for a single 5 1/4 inch floppy drive. And then the next year they bought the next one. So we had an IBM PC maxed out, which had 2 5 1/4 inch floppies. And why we needed 2 of them, because in those days you could literally go down to a store, buy a game, bring it home, stick it in the drive, take another 5 1/4 inch floppy, put it in the drive, and copy that game directly from disk to disk. And there was absolutely zero kind of copy protection in those days at all. The only copy protection they had is there was a notch that you could cut out of the disk. And you could still do that and then cover up the notch with a piece of tape and it still worked. So, yeah. Those are the good old days. Right. Don't think I'm even going to try that. Why I'm not thinking of going up into the ladder here, guys, is going up the ladders are so risky. If you slip, you break your legs, your character's done. So I've got this great character, all this great gear, and I'm going to lose it because I'm going to climb up a ladder. There's almost nothing up there. I can pretty much guarantee there's probably not some kind of heavy-duty weapon up there. So I'm just going to skip out on the risky ladder maneuver and just stay down on the ground. So, Metallica for Life says, any kind of weather system like fog, snow, rain, thunder, and lightning was mainly console gamer until Half-Life 2 came out. So my first game on the IBM PC was Zork. I talked about that yesterday. And then my next door neighbor, my grandparents' next door neighbor was worked at IBM also, so he had a PC. And he really was into flight sim, so he had Microsoft Flight Sim 1, the very first flight sim that Microsoft came out with, and it was our monitors in those days were 3 colors, CGA. It was cyan, green, and CGA. What's the A for? I don't remember, but it was 3 colors. And so basically, the land was purple, all the dials and stuff were white and purple, and the sky was blue, and that was it. And you could take off and fly, and I remember that you could. It was really cool because you could fly to different places, like you could fly from New York to Chicago. And when you got to Chicago, instead of it having buildings and stuff, it had, let's see, how am I doing for liquid? I got 33 there, 70. I'm not even going to bother. Normally you could go to these pumps and you can fill up your canteens. I'm not even going to bother because that would be too much of a pain in the ass. Because you can get cholera and stuff. Now, if I'm dying of thirst and I don't have any other choice, I won't. But look, I got another can in here. Take some canned beans. My black hoodie. What's this, a shirt? Okay, I got an orange striped shirt, and what I'm going to do is tear into rags. And now I just added the rags to my collection. Now, why do I need rags? Well, you can use them for, you can use the rags for, oh, sunglasses. I don't need sunglasses. You can use the rags as bandages, so when the zombies hit you and you're bleeding, the old days, the old game, if you didn't have bandages, you'd bleed out, man. It was just a pain in the ass. But now with the new mod here, you can make your own. Another compass. I'll leave that for somebody. No sense taking the compass. Oh, and here, these are the only kind of bandages you have, or these right here. These are military bandages. And if you didn't have those bandages, like one swipe from a zombie would take you out, and it was so frustrating. You're like, oh my god, I was doing so great, and then a zombie just touched me, and I'm dead now. Which I guess is more realistic. When did they add water sounds? Normally you don't hear the water sounds, but I'm right on the ocean. See, there's the ocean. You just bought an adventure. Congratulations, Scoots Magoot. That's awesome. Welcome to the verse. Oh, CGA stood for color graphics adapter. So yeah, was it 3 colors, guys? I don't remember. I have the Starfarer and now an Aurora because I wanted to be able to log into Star Citizen, and with the Starfarer being because they don't have it modeled yet and they don't have any place to put it, it's so damn big. I couldn't get into the game at all. So I bought the Aurora just to have as a package. I am seriously, after Christmas, after I have a little bit more money, I'm thinking of going ahead and treating myself to the Hornet. Stealth Hornet. I figure if I could figure out a way to mount that Hornet on my Starfarer, I could like do some pretty clandestine stuff. Yeah, if you were like, look, I'm already getting far enough away where you can't hear the ocean anymore. Let's check and see how many other players there are. There's 4 now. I just wish that if you hit this player, the player thing, it would at least tell you the name of the server you're on. Because right now, if I was to tell you guys, hey, you want to join me and play with me, I would have to literally log out, and when I log out, I lose whatever server I was on, and try to remember the name that I was on that I got on 2 hours ago. So, not that brilliant. How are we doing for time, everybody? Do we have time yet to play a little bit more before the show? Over there at the Robert Space Industries. That would be cool to be able to skin your ship. I heard you'll be able to at least apply like logos, but they're a little bit nervous about that, having a big Vandul Vajayjay on the side of the ship or something. They want to kind of keep that to a minimum, or a great big penis on the side of a freelancer, because they see that happening. And I could see that happening too. It's 10:50. Okay, so we've probably got about another. Let's go for like another 20 minutes, and then we'll take a break. We'll go watch the other show, and we'll come back and play some more. A lot of you in the audience are Star Citizen fans, and I don't want to make you watch me do this while Star Citizen's having a big announcement, so big Christmas thing. I got myself sorted out on Reddit. I had to make a brand new Reddit account for those who were talking about it the other day. I thought it was IP banned, but basically what it was is they didn't ban my IP, they just basically banned my other account. I don't know how it happened. I have a lot of people who really don't like my stuff, which is okay, I don't care. I mean, I'm not like gonna get all pissy about it. But, so somehow somebody reported me and got me banned for posting my videos. So, I made a new account. It's geek_domo over there. So if you're on Reddit and you see geek_domo, that's me. And we'll just start from scratch. Another can of Coke? Or Coca-Cola soda? Let's see, let's go back. Upgrade freelancer. Okay, make the freelancer pink. Yes, you can make the freelancer pink and it looks like a big penis. I know what Cord would have on his. Yes, we all know what Cord would have on his, and I'm not looking forward to seeing that on his ship. Yeah, I think with I think we should be getting the weapon testing mod coming to our hangar soon. I'm hoping. I'm looking for it. I mean, people are like, I don't want to play with that. I do. Because I want to see the scale. I used to be a mechanic. Well, I wasn't a mechanic. I was a fire controlman in the Navy, and that doesn't mean I put out fires. I actually started them by shooting weapons. So fire controlmen, their job in the military is to shoot things. So I shot guns and missiles and all that. And I was actually part of that job is I had to maintain one of the weapon systems on board the ship was a CWIS. It was a 30 millimeter phalanx. A can of Coke. These people are some Coke drinking fools in this town. So this is a gas canister. You should be able to mount it up with something else and make something. I forget you can make some kind of a bomb or something like that with it, but haven't got that far. Hey Narok, how you doing? Will I be doing my Star Citizen ramp up today? No. Let's see. I should hangar update today. I'm sure it'll be announced in live stream. The weapons test will be, and I expect it will be. I'm hoping it will be. So anyway, back to my story. Is I used to I repaired the 15 millimeter or the how do I keep calling it 15 millimeter? It's a 30 millimeter. No, it's a 20 millimeter. Sorry, 20 millimeter phalanx, which is a Gatling gun. So actually, I have a very intimate knowledge about how they work, and I want to see in the hangar module how right they got it. It's really cool how that gun fires so fast. A lot of you would think, well, it just rotates around, it loads up a bullet, and then when the bullet comes around, the next time it passes, it just hits, the firing pin will hit the bullet. It's not actually right, at least on the real guns, the real heavy-duty Gatling guns, which is also on the front of the A-10 Warthog too, by the way. But theirs is a 30 millimeter, 20 millimeter on the Navy one. So how it works, it's made by General Electric too. But how it works is there's an elliptical cam path. Now what I mean by elliptical, instead of it spinning like this, circular this way, it spins like this. And how that works is it picks a bullet up down at the bottom, and as it comes around, it pushes the bullet into the chamber, and as it hits the top, or wherever it's firing from, it's probably firing from the top one. And when it hits the top, it then hits the spark. The firing pin actually hits the end of the thing and sparks it at the same time, so it will fire. It zaps it with like 1,000 volts or whatever. Or it's some crazy number. So it hits it, zaps it at the same time, and then it comes back around, and then it releases as it's coming back down, it ejects it on that downward stroke and throws it out the side. So, not saying they copied that exactly in this, but I do want to shoot it and see if it looks like it's at least maybe having some mechanical parts like that in it. I think that would be really fantastic if they did that sort of thing. What do I got in here? I don't think I've ever been in this place. It's like a bus station or something? Gray hoodie. We're going to skip on the hoodies. Any t-shirts though, I'm going to rip them up into rags. I guess you can't have more than 11 rags. I'm getting kind of hungry and thirsty here. I'm extremely hungry. Oh. Low hiking boots? Badly damaged. We'll skip on those. Alright, we're back near the ocean again. Let's go and eat some more food. Yes, the Kran Rastaban Phalanx was called the R2-D2 with a hard-on. That's the name. Star Citizen Twitch is gearing up. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take a break here. Looking a lot better at the end of the first two vids. Haven't seen the 4-hour one yet. Link to the stream. Okay. Well, I'll tell you what, guys. Let's. I'm gonna go ahead and just eat some of this food, and we'll log off. Here, I think it's pretty safe, and we'll come back and see. Hopefully, the server will be daytime still. If not, I did find a trick that we can play at night. So we'll do that. Yes, and Dalen, thanks. I hope you're feeling better. He was just telling me he's a little bit sick right now, so he's stuck watching my videos. I did manage to get to the airfield, got my stuff, and got out as quick as I could. Still missing some bullets from my 45, but we'll live with this. So we're going to go ahead and exit, and I'm going to stop the stream, and we'll see you on the flip side. I'll be back right after the Robert Space Industries stream is over, okay? Thanks, everybody. We'll see you soon.